Good morning, guys. Today's topic is pronouns. Under parts of speech, here this nouns and pronouns occupy the place of subject or object in any sentence. Okay. So here what are pronouns here? What are the pronouns? Words that are used instead of nouns, that is in the place of nouns, are called pronouns. Right? Now let us see here the pronouns. When you speak or write about a person, place, animal or thing, you can avoid repeating the word that names them by using in their place pronouns such as he, her, yours, it or this. For example, instead of saying here like this, okay, you say, Afifa went to Russia to study chemical engineering. Though Afifa missed, Afifa's family, when Afifa first, reached the place, Afifa soon felt at home in the place. Afifa found the course interesting and did very well in the course. Afifa loved Russia and Russia's beautiful places. Russia's beautiful palaces, churches and beach resorts. Afifa had friends in the country, and now that Afifa is back, misses the friends. See here, in the first sentence we have introduced here the person, Afifa went to Russia. So the name of the person is Afifa. So in the second sentence, don't use the same noun, same name. Instead of using this name, you can use a pronoun, right? So Afifa means here she. See the next one. You can avoid repeating the same naming words by saying like this. See here, Afifa went to Russia to study chemical engineering, though she missed her family. So instead of repeating this Afifa name, though Afifa missed, second time, we need not use the same name. Instead of this name, we can say here she in the place of Afifa. She missed her family when she first used here. So here in the place of Afifa, we are using here she. First reached the place. Afifa say, then after 2-3 pronouns, you can use here the noun again. After using here pronouns 2-3 times, next you can use the same name. Afifa soon felt at home here. She found the course interesting and did very well in the course. Afifa loved Russia and its beautiful palaces. It means Russia's. Here, Russia's beautiful palaces. Here, instead of Russia's, we need not repeat this Russia name second time. Is it clear? It is in possessive case. So instead of Russia's, we can use its beautiful palaces. Palaces, churches and beach resorts. She had friends. She means Afifa. So, after using here one noun, in the second sentence here, third sentence, if you want to use the same noun, instead of same noun, better use here pronoun. Is it clear? Right? Don't repeat the same noun here again and again 2-3 times. Is it clear? In the first sentence, you can use here noun, and if you want to use the same name, if it demands here, instead of using the same name, use pronoun. Is it clear? Right? After using that pronoun here 2-3 times, then again you can use the noun. Right? Is it clear? So to avoid here the repetition of the same naming words, we are using pronouns. Right? Here you see here, pronouns will be like this here. These are called here personal pronouns. In the personal pronouns here, for I, we are the first person in subject case. Here these two are the here in subject case, and me, us are in the object case. Okay, this is the object case. So I, we, the person who is speaking, okay, I or we, okay, come under first person. In the subject case, here is I, okay, it becomes me in the object case. Okay, in the subject case here, we becomes us in the object case. Right? So I, we are the first person. Second person is you. So there is no change here for you in the subject case as well as the object case. In the singular we say you, in the plural we say you in the subject case. In the object case also it will be you only. Right? So you may ask me here, what is subject case, what is object case? So if the, okay, the subject is nothing but here, which does the action. We love reading. Who love reading? We love reading. Okay. Who does that action? We. So here, who does the action is called a subject. Okay. Who does the action is called a subject. Okay. And whom, on whom, okay, the action is done, or who receives the action is called the object. Raj helped me. So here helped is the verb here. Me, okay, is the pronoun in object case. Is it clear? So remember subject case means, okay, they come in the place of subject here. Within a sentence here, if the sentence is subject, verb, object, okay, sentence is subject, verb, object. In the subject case here, we use, okay, subject case pronouns. In the object place, we use objective case pronouns. Mother hugged us. After verb here, we get here subject case, us. Right? In the before verb, we use here the pronouns in the subject case. Right? We also call this as a nominative case, subject or nominative case. Nominative. Okay? This object case is also called as accusative case. Accusative case. Is it clear? So in the second person is here the opposite person with whom we are speaking. Third person means not here who are speaking, not to whom we are speaking. It is the third person about whom we are speaking. The person about whom we are speaking is called third person. He, she, they. Is it clear? He, she in the singular form, that is subject case or nominative case. In the objective case, it becomes him or her. Right? Next, they becomes them in the objective case. Objective case is also called as accusative case. Right? And this subjective case is also called as nominative case. Right? You see here, have you met them? After verb here, which is coming, that is called here objective case or accusative case. Right? Now, all these are called here personal pronouns. Right? Now here, let us here, okay, read the pronouns in detail. Right? Personal first, okay, kinds of pronouns and their uses. Right. Now let us see the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns stand for the speaker. Okay, that is the first person. The person spoken to, second person. And the person or animal or place or thing that is neither the speaker nor the spoken to. Is it clear? That is the person about whom we are speaking. That is called third person. Is it clear? These pronouns have different forms depending on whether they are used in the place of nouns that represent the singular or many, and also on whether they are used before the verb as subject or after the verb as object in a sentence. Is it clear? The table here, above here gives that one. So already we have seen the table. Note that if you have to use more than one pronoun in the same sentence, I is always the last and you is always the first, and I is always the last, you is always the first. So for example, you and I, we have to say, right? He or she and I, you, they and I. So you have to remember this order here, okay, within a sentence regarding the personal pronouns. If we speak of, if we make use of these three persons, that is first person, second person, third person, within the same sentence, first preference should be given to you, then third person, then first person, I is the last. So you, he and I here got first division in the exams. You, he and I got first division. Is it clear? If it is a negative sentence, okay, first person should come first. If it is a negative message, negative, if it gives negative impression, I, you and he failed in the exam. Don't say you and I failed in the exam. Only in the positive sentence, importance should be given to second person. You, he and I here passed the exam. But if it is negative information, unpleasant, first, okay, first person only, I, then you, then he. I, you and he failed in the exam. Failed is the negative one. Right? So these are also here. These are personal pronouns. They can be used here, right? Either in the subject place or object place, singular or plural, right? Possessive case are used in the place of nouns to indicate the meaning of belonging or possession. The group includes mine, ours, his, hers, theirs. This is not Shirin's file. It's mine. It's mine. The bag is his. Hers is larger. These are called possessive pronouns. Okay? Mine, ours, yours, theirs. These are called pronouns. Okay? Possessive pronouns. Is it clear? Right? And you should be very clear, okay, regarding pronouns and adjectives. If it is, okay, my pen, this my is the adjective and pen is a noun. Okay, the pen is mine. Pen is mine. So this is called here possessive pronoun. Right? His pen. His is the adjective. Demonstrative adjective. The pen is his. There, here it is okay, possessive pronoun. Right? Okay, don't get confused here between the pronoun and adjective. Is it clear? Next one. Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and the object of a verb both refer to the same person. Okay? If the result of the action is taken, again goes back to subject, we use reflexive pronouns. If the result of the action, if the result of the verb, okay, again, okay, reflects back onto the subject, we use reflexive pronouns. Is it clear? Right? The group consists of myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, and themselves. Right? Is it clear? Look at the sentences below to see how the words are used. How the words are used. Right? I saw myself in the mirror. I saw whom? Not somebody. I saw him, I saw her, not somebody. I saw myself only. Okay, again here, the result of this action here goes back onto the, reflects back onto the subject. That's why it is called reflexive pronoun. I saw myself in the mirror. Right? Sarla cut herself. So the result of that cut here, who received the result of the action cut? So again Sarla only. So that's why here, when the result here goes back onto the subject here, we use the reflexive pronouns. Sarla cut herself while chopping vegetables. Right? This is here the meaning of reflexive pronoun. Why it is called a reflexive pronoun? The result of the action, the result of the verb, again goes back onto the subject, received by the subject only. The result of the action is again received by the subject only. So that's why here, okay, we call them as reflexive pronouns. Right? Sometimes these reflexive pronouns are also often used to emphasize a subject, noun or pronoun they represent. The sentences below will make their usage clear. Right? Akhtar painted the house himself. So he painted what? The house. Right? Akhtar painted the house himself means without taking anybody's support, on his own only. So Akhtar himself, we can write this reflexive pronoun here or here also. Akhtar himself painted the house means without taking anybody's support, anybody's help. Okay? So here emphasis is on Akhtar. We are stressing here. Akhtar himself painted the house. Okay? He has not taken anybody's help. So here we are emphasizing the noun by using here this. We are emphasizing the subject here by using this emphatic pronoun. We can also call it as emphatic pronoun instead of saying it as reflexive pronoun. We can say it as emphatic pronoun. Is it clear? So here this is called here emphatic. EMPHATIC, emphatic pronoun. Right? Next one. We can run the business ourselves. We can run the business ourselves means here we ourselves can run the business. This is also called here emphatic pronoun. Okay? The subject is emphasized here. Next. They are sometimes used to refer to nouns in the object position also. Okay? Joseph went to the president's office and met Mrs. Patil herself. So here this herself is emphasizing the object also. Joseph went to the president's office and met herself. Is it clear? So here sometimes it will emphasize the object also. Right? But remember, mainly there are some verbs which take here reflexive pronouns regularly. Okay, we should remember those verbs. Right? And so do not use reflexive pronouns to emphasize any word that is not a noun, okay, or a pronoun. Reflexive pronouns emphasize only nouns or the pronouns. Is it clear? Thus, for example, do not say she will send you the form now itself. This now itself is wrong. In spoken English we use now itself we have to do. Now, what is the meaning of now itself? Now is the adverb. Is it clear? It is not noun or pronoun. So here this type of usage is wrong. Okay. So simply you can say she will send you the form now. Don't say now itself. Right? Next one. Even in the reflexive pronoun here, I want to tell you some more. Okay. Remember, there are some verbs like present, okay, absent, right? Okay, enjoy, okay, avail, right? Avail. Next, adjust, okay, adjust, right? Pride. Is it clear? Right? Etc. They take reflexive pronouns after them. These verbs like these here, they take reflexive pronouns after them. Is it clear? For example, I presented myself in the class. I absented myself from the class. Okay, I enjoyed myself. Okay, she enjoyed herself. We enjoyed ourselves. So, right? But after enjoy, if there is an object, there is no need of reflexive pronoun. We enjoyed the party last night. We enjoyed what? The party. We enjoyed the music. Is it clear? We enjoyed the dance show. So, at that time here, when the verb enjoy is followed by an object, there is no need of using reflexive pronoun. Otherwise, we have to use. We enjoyed ourselves. That's it. Right? We enjoyed ourselves last night. What did you enjoy? That is not mentioned. So, simply we enjoyed ourselves. So, next, avail. I availed myself of the opportunity. I availed myself of the opportunity. Avail plus reflexive pronoun plus of plus something. Is it clear? You have to remember here, okay, such verbs which require reflexive pronouns. Right? Next one. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns, this, that, these, those here, right? By themselves without following a noun, are used to point to someone or something close to the speaker in space or time. Suma wrote this, okay, right? Those are Hussein's paintings. Okay, this is the fan. Those are chairs. Is it clear? So, to demonstrate something, we are using these words, this, that, these, those. Such pronouns are called demonstrative pronouns. Why do we use them? Why do we use them? We use them to demonstrate something. Is it clear? Those are, okay, these are books. Okay, this is a bag. That's a fan. This, that, these, those are called here demonstrative pronouns. Is it clear? Right? But don't get confused here. Right? Okay, like this here. Okay, that is here. That is tall. In this one. Right? Or, okay, that is a tree. Okay, that is a tree. So here, so these are called here demonstrative pronouns. Here in the place of noun only, we are using here this. Right? Next. This is tall. What is, okay, that is tall. What is that here? We don't know. Right? But remember, if I say that tree is tall, that tree is tall. Okay. Now here, what do you say this one? This is not here pronoun. Why? So here tree is noun, which qualifies this noun is called here adjective. This is adjective. Okay. So if you say that is tall, this is the pronoun. Because here, what is that here? The noun is there. The noun is not there. So in the place of noun, we are using pronoun. So according to our definition, what is that here? The word used instead of a noun. The word used instead of a noun. Right? Next. Here, are we using here instead of noun? We are using this word that in addition to noun. Is it clear? When it is in addition to noun, here to qualify this noun, we are using this one. So, this is called adjective. If noun is not there, okay, here, if noun is not there, if tree is not there, we can say this, that as a pronoun. But here, it is preceding a noun. If it is preceding a noun, it becomes an adjective. Okay, if it is used in the place of noun, it is called a pronoun. Here also, some candidates go wrong when they can't apply the definition. Is it clear? Right? Next one. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are also used in the place of nouns when we do not know or do not want to specify the identity and the number of the person or thing we are referring to. Indefinite means not definite. When we refer to a person or thing, not in specific. If we refer the person in general only. Is it clear? Right? Then we call them as indefinite pronouns. Okay? The group consists of words like some. Some means not specific. Is it clear? How many? Here no definite quantity. No specific person or thing. Some. Any. Others. Another. Someone. Somebody. Something. Everyone. Everybody. Everything. Anyone. Anybody. Okay? Is it clear? One. No one. Is it clear? Right? Nobody, nothing. Is it clear? All these are called here indefinite pronouns because they are not referring to any particular person or particular thing or particular group. Is it clear? Right? Example, she writes short stories. Some are very good. Some. What are those some? It is not specific. Okay. She wrote some short stories. She writes the short stories. Some are very good. He saw 3 tigers at Ranthambore, but I didn't see any particular tiger. Is it clear? I didn't see any tiger, any particular. Right? So this is called indefinite. No one knows where the papers are. Right? No one or nobody. Both mean same. Is it clear? We are not finding out any specific person. The pronoun is not representing any specific person. Is it clear? Right? Everybody or everyone says that Indore is a quiet city. Remember guys here, no one, everyone, everybody, nobody, anybody. Is it clear? Everyone. These are, okay, singular only. These are singular pronouns only. Is it clear? Right? And when those are singular here, everyone is singular here, verb is a does form. V1 plus es form. So here no one is singular. That's why verb is here, does form. V1 plus es. Knows. If it is plural here, no. If it is singular, knows. Are you getting me? Right? Next. Remember here. So, any, someone, everyone, okay. Everybody, everything, anyone, anybody, okay. Is it clear? One, no one, nobody, nothing. Is it clear? All these are singular pronouns only. Right? When those are singular pronouns, okay, verb should agree with that singular pronoun. Right? Next, note that the words in the pairs someone, somebody, anyone, anybody, and no one, nobody mean the same, and that you can use them interchangeably. Right? And all the compounds above except no one are written as one word only. None, you can write here none. Okay? But for no one, okay, you have to separate like this. No one. Right? For the remaining here, you have to combine them. Everyone, anyone. Say one word only. Right? Next, note that none is the shorthand form of no one. In the informal style, none is commonly used with does form verbs. None is commonly used. None means no one. That is singular only. Right? So, most indefinite pronouns can be used as adjectives also. Sometimes indefinite pronouns sometimes can be used as adjectives. Any fool can do that. So if you keep this any before this fool, before this noun, this any becomes adjective. If you say any can do, okay, do that, or anyone can do that, any or anyone. Is it clear? Single word only. If you say here any or any, okay, without a noun, this is called pronoun, indefinite pronoun. But if it comes before a noun, it becomes adjective. Right? One day my prince will come. One day. So okay, before day you are using one. So there it becomes a adjective. If it is here, okay, one must respect, okay, one's parents. One must respect one's parents. So here one's, these are indefinite pronouns. Is it clear? But here this one is here adjective, because it is coming before the noun. He is a man of few words. Okay, so here few is the adjective, because the words is the noun. If it comes before the noun, adjective. If it comes in the place of noun, it is called a pronoun. Is it clear? Some milk was split. Some here. It is coming before noun, that's why it is adjective. Okay? Are you getting me? Next, refer back to anybody, everybody, everyone, anyone, each, etc. The pronoun he or she is used according to the context. So, here you say, every one of the boys has handed his work. Don't say their work, because every one of the boys. So, you know the gender. That is, gender is male, and in that male, everyone means singular only. So you can use here his work. Every one of the girls has brought her violin. Okay? Is it clear? Next. So everyone here, everyone should, everyone or one, everyone should, okay, respect his parents, wrong. Everyone should respect her parents, wrong. So here when we use everyone, it is singular only. But everyone should respect his parents. When I say his parents, you may ask, why his parents only, sir? Why not her parents? You may ask. So here the question comes, gender discrimination. So to avoid this gender discrimination, you have to tell here their parents. Their parents. Everyone should respect their parents. So here, to avoid this gender discrimination, his or her, you can keep here their. For everyone, you can use their. Okay, when the gender has no clarity. Is it clear? When there is no clarity in the gender, so use here their. Okay, if the gender clarity is there, you can use his or her. Okay, for female gender, his. For male gender, for female gender, her. For male gender, his. Okay, it's okay. But if the gender clarity is not there, so then you can use their parents. Okay? See here. Anybody can do it if they try. Anybody means male or female. So you can't say anybody, though it is a singular. Though it is a singular, you can't say she or he here. Anybody can do it if she tries or if he tries. So instead of he tries or she tries, so to avoid the gender discrimination, you can say they try. So here you should be very careful. Next. Pronouns of the number and quantity. Pronouns of the number and quantity and numbers 1, 2, 3, etc. can also be used as pronouns in the place of nouns sometimes. Is it clear? Margaret has 4 sisters, of whom the 3 are engineers. 3 means 3 sisters only. So here this 3, here it can be a pronoun here. It is not adjective now. In 4 sisters, sisters is noun, 4 is the quantity. So when it is used before the noun, this number 4 becomes an adjective. The number 4 becomes adjective. But here 3. Okay, after 3 we are not saying 3 sisters. Simply we are saying 3. 3 means 3 sisters only. It is implied, meaning is implied. Right? So instead of saying here 3 sisters, we are simply saying 3. Because it is understood. In such case, this one is called here a pronoun. The numbers, when they are not used before the nouns. Okay, when they are used instead of nouns, right, they can be considered as pronouns. Actually, numbers, is it clear? Which tell the quantity or is it clear? They are usually considered as adjectives only. Okay, is it clear? But we don't consider them as adjectives if they are not followed by nouns. The numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. If not followed by nouns, they are considered as pronouns only. Clear? Right. Whom 3 are engineers. 3 means 3 sisters. And 1 is in the government here. 1 means 1 sister. So here 1, here 3, these are pronouns only. Is in government service. 3 for 3 sisters and 1 for 1 brother. 1 sister only, 1 here. Not brother, 1 sister. Right? Other pronouns that can be used to refer the number as well as quantity are all, many, several, much, none, more, most, both, few, a few, little, a little. These are also often become pronouns. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear? When they are used instead of nouns, pronouns. Right? Is it clear? Before the nouns here, if they are used before the nouns, they become adjectives. If they are not used before the nouns, if they are used in the place of nouns, we can call them as pronouns only. So like this, all. The hotel has 20 rooms. All face the park. All face means all rooms. Is it clear? So here all is pronoun only. Many are not happy with the way the company is being run. Many are not happy means many people or many employees, you can say, are not happy with the way the company is being run. So here many means it indicates many people or many employees. Is it clear? Now, let us come to the next type of noun pronouns, distributive pronouns. Distributive here. Each, either, neither are referred to individually, not as a group or a collection. Is it clear? Each means singular only. Either, neither, every, all these are singular only. Remember that. Okay? There were 10 dancers on the stage. Each was dressed in brightly colored costumes. Means each of the dancers. Singular only. Each means singular only, not plural. Each means each of the dancer. Each one person of the dancers. So that's why it is singular followed by was only, not were. Yeah. Would you like to have tea or coffee? Would you like to have tea or coffee? Either will do. Either will do. Either means either tea or coffee. Is it clear? Right? So here each, either, neither are considered as distributive pronouns. David has 2 pens, but neither writes. Neither writes. Okay. These are called distributive pronouns. Remember, each, either, neither are always singular. They are distributive pronouns. And when they are singular, you have to see, it's a verb, in agreement. Is it clear? Neither is singular. When it is singular here, verb is V1 plus yes only. Verb is V1 plus yes. So, with singular pronouns or singular nouns, singular nouns or singular pronouns, we use, does form verb. Verb plus yes. Okay? Next. Reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns. Each other, one another are used on their own in the place of nouns that are 2 or more in number. That are 2 or more in number. Each other and one another are used on their own in place of nouns. Okay? That are used 2 or more in number. Each other, one another. Right? These pronouns show a reciprocal relationship among the members of a group. When do we use each other? Between 2. Okay? If the mutual or reciprocal is there here between 2, that is called each other. Shabnam and her sister-in-law hugged each other. How many are there? 2 persons. So, between 2 we use each other. If it is more than 2, we use here one another. The players congratulated one another on winning the football tournament. The players congratulated one another on winning the football tournament. Is it clear? Right? Next. Interrogative pronouns. In the interrogative pronouns, who, whom, whose, which, and what are used in questions to refer to people or things. Who, whom, whose, which, and what. Is it clear? These are called interrogative pronouns when they are used in the questions only. Is it clear? When they are used here to join two sentences, okay, they are called here relative pronouns. Okay, you should know the difference between interrogative pronouns and relative pronouns. Is it clear? Relative pronouns come in between who, which, what. So if this is called relative, these are relative pronouns. Relative pronouns. But if you get here who or which, what, so followed by question marks, these are called interrogative pronouns. Is it clear? Right? Who is your chemistry teacher? Which is your torch? What are you reading? These are called interrogative pronouns. Who, which, what. That's only. Why, where they come under adverbs. How, why, where they come under adverbs. Who, which, what are the interrogative pronouns. Is it clear? Note that pronouns who, whom, whose are used only to refer to people, which is used for both people and things. Okay? And what is used only when referring to things. Right? Okay. Next. Now relative pronouns. Who, whom, which, whose, that refer to nouns coming before them in a sentence. These are called here relative pronouns. For example, note that here who, whom, and whose are used to refer back to nouns that represent people. That represent people. But that and which are usually used only for nouns that stand for animals, places, or things. So, see these examples. This is the doctor who treated me for typhoid. Who? Okay? So, it refers to doctor. It's preceding noun only. This refers to its preceding noun. Is it clear? Right? Or pronoun. That's why it is called a relative pronoun. Okay? It is called a relative pronoun. It has a relationship with its preceding noun or preceding pronoun. Is it clear? Right? That's why it is called a relative pronoun. It is related to this. It always represents its preceding noun or its preceding pronoun. Have you met the young man whom Minu is engaged to? Whom is related to young man. So it is related to this preceding noun. So it is called a relative pronoun. Right? Scientists have found a gene that may be linked to heart attacks. So that represents this gene. Okay, my parents live in Patna, which is the capital of Bihar. This which is related to Patna. So this is called here relative pronoun, which represents places, animals, or things. Right? So these have relationship with its preceding pronoun. They represent their preceding pronouns or preceding nouns. That's why they are called here relative pronouns. Next. So see here is an example for you to make use of them in a correct sense. Right? I know a man dash son studies in the US. Here answer is whose son studies in the US. Here relative pronoun in possessive case. Whose son studies in the US. Okay, right? Next, the thief who stole that watch was punished. So here who is the answer? The thief who stole the watch was punished. Okay, ఎవరైతే స్టీల్ చేశారో, ఓకే, जो चोर किया, is it clear? ఎవరైతే means who, ఎవరి యొక్కనైతే whose, right? Next, show me the road that leads to Agra, which leads to Agra. So both can be used here. Okay, you can use here, show me the road which leads to Agra or that leads to Agra. Okay, you can use either, right? He who does his best, who does his best should be rewarded. Okay, is it clear? My grandfather whom I loved, ఎవరిని అయితే I loved, okay, నేను లవ్ చేశాను. My grandfather whom I loved is dead. Next, Wellington who defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo was a great general. Okay, Wellington who defeated Napoleon, ఎవరైతే నెపోలియన్ డిఫీట్ చేశారో, is it clear? So this part here, this complete part here, Wellington who defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo was a great general. So you should remember, okay, this completely it is called, okay, a relative clause. This clause is representing this Wellington only, right? And here if you see, my grandfather whom I loved, here this is, okay, relative clause. My grandfather is dead. Which grandfather? Whom I loved, okay, that grandfather is dead, right? Next, he who does his best, this one is the relative clause. Actually here the sentence is he should be rewarded. He should be rewarded means who does his best, okay, that person should be rewarded. Is it clear? So you have to remember, okay, like this. Okay, next, here also second one you see, the thief who stole the watch, this is called a relative clause. The thief was punished. Which thief? Who stole the watch, right? So like this, okay, this type of awareness will help you in reading comprehension also, in understanding the sentences. If there are lengthy sentences, okay, joined by some relative clauses or subclauses, okay, this type of awareness on the sentence structure helps you, right? Is it clear? So here Wellington was a great general. This is the actual sentence. So here this one is a relative clause, right? Wellington. Which Wellington? Who is living in Hyderabad? No. Who is living in Delhi? Is he Indian? No. Which Wellington? There are many persons with the name Wellington. So which Wellington we are referring? Who defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo. That Wellington was a great general. Is it clear? So here for Wellington the verb is here. Wellington was a great general, right? So this who is called relative pronoun and this clause is called relative clause. Okay. Next, we met a child Child is okay, no gender. Is it clear? Child has no gender. So you can say who or which. If you take it as a neutral gender, which. This is for neuter gender, but if you take it as here, okay, personal only, who you can, we met a child who had lost his way, right? Or you can say which had lost, you are saying his, no? So you can say who. This is the correct one, right? He is a rascal whom no one likes. Whom no one likes. No one likes him. So it is in objective case. He is a rascal whom no one likes. The boy whom you see over there, whom you see over there, plays very well. Here that is the boy plays very well. Which boy? Whom you see over there. That boy. Okay. Is it clear? That boy whom you see over there plays well. So this one and this one should be in one tone, and whom you see over there should be in another tone while reading or while speaking. The boy whom you see over there plays very well. Right? Here are the keys, okay, which you are looking for. That you are looking for. Either could be used. So you can use which or that. Both can be used. That, okay, that can be used as a plural also. Don't think that is only singular. That refers to okay, things, places, even sometimes persons also. Both in singular and plural. Don't think that is only singular. Right? In a relative, as a relative pronoun, you can use that as for plural also. Okay? Next. The dog bit the burglar who had broken into the house. Who had? Right? The dog bit the burglar. Bite, bit, okay, bitten. You know that. The dog bit the burglar who had broken into the house. Next. Coal, which is a useful mineral, is found in many parts of which, okay, is a useful mineral, is found in many parts of the world. Actually, you see here, coal is found in many parts of the world. This is the actual sentence. Coal is found in many parts of the world. Right? Which coal? Which is useful, which is a useful mineral. Right? Next. Now here with this, we can end up pronouns part 1. Right?
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.